Mbenyenda kukora screen recording. What's up, guys? What's up, guys? The wait, I think, is over. We are starting. We are soon to start, I think. Let us wait for the guys who are on what? On Telegram to join us so that we can start our classes officially. We are still waiting for other guys who are coming. $15 watching so far. Yeah, that's good. Let us wait for others to come. Let us wait for others to come so that we can start our classes. Guys, you can be sending some small questions when we are discussing those questions. Then we wait for others to come so that we can start our classes officially. The wait is over. So, guys, what I can tell you, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I've been waiting for this day for the long period of time. Someone is talking about the sound. Is the sound clear? If the sound is clear now, you can also tell me. You can say that the sound is clear because I think when we start, we don't want anything to interrupt us. 20 watching so far. We wait for how many? Can we start now? If the sound is clear, please write in the comment section. You tell me that the sound is clear. Write in the comment section and you tell me that the sound is clear. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Mobili is saying the sound is clear. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. That's good. That's good. That's good. So we are waiting for others to start our classes. Today we are going to introduce the legendary Msumari strategy classes. Is there anyone from Nigeria here? If you are from Nigeria, please write in the comment section because I want all my friends from Nigeria also to be live. 30 people watching so far. Yeah, that's great. That's great. We are going to start our classes today. The wait is over. The wait is over. Yes, my friend, the wait is over. So today it is the beginning of greatness. Yeah, Nigeria, I'm seeing my friends from Nigeria. Yeah, you are welcome. From Kenya, yeah. My friends from Kenya. Yes. That's good. That's good. That's good. We are all brothers, one people, but different colors, different tribes, different what, but at least we have only one thing that is going to unite us from today and onwards, which is forex trading. Forex trading is going to unite. Yes, I have my friends from Zambia, Kenya. Yeah, that's great. That's great. I'm happy to see you guys. You know, when after when Napoleon, when the first coalition defeated Napoleon, so they went in what we call the Vienna settlement. When they went in Vienna settlement, they decided to divide European countries the big European countries said the small European countries. Those small European countries were under the big European countries like Portugal, Spain, and England. But England, in that Vienna settlement, it took big part of those European countries. So the Prime Minister of England by that time was called Kasoriga. So after the meetup, Mr. Kasoriga said he came out touching his beard like this. And his bodyguard asked him, "Boss, you look to be happy today. What's wrong?" He said, "I can't explain my happiness." So even me, I can't explain my happiness. I think, guys, we can start. We are 50 so far. Hmm? Those who are telling us to start, you can say we start or we wait for others for like 2 minutes. You can be telling me where you are because I'm seeing my friends from Zambia, from Kenya, yeah, from Nigeria. I don't have any brothers from Uganda. Yeah, all my friends are abroad. Mobiletris, I was from where? Yeah, Musumar, yes, Musumar, we are going to understand Musumar very well. By the way, as I told you from the beginning, the reasons why we started this channel is to do what we call cleansing, and we are going to do cleansing as we told you. 60 people already watching. We are waiting at least we pay 100 so that we can start. Tell me where you are, and I send you greetings. A son of Sam, yes, Zero son of Sam from Uganda, yes, yes. I'm seeing also my brothers from Uganda. That's great. That's great. Mhm. Where are you from? Where are you? You have joined from where? From where? So that we can start, guys. We have okay. In 4 minutes we are going to start. 4 minutes from now we are going to start. You can be asking some small questions and we'll be judging here. Yes, my friend told me was among of the 10 people to join. Yes, that's great. And it's always good to be the first one. Hmm? Because if you always come late, you don't know what you are going to miss. Ivan already here. Kiria. From Nigeria, yes. Live from Kenya, yes, my friend. In 4 minutes, we are in 3 minutes we are starting. By 3:15 we are starting. We are starting our classes. 3:15 we are starting our classes. Fifteen minutes from now we are starting. 15 minutes from now we are starting. Mm-hmm. 55, 55, 15, 55 watching. Yeah, that's great. 15 minutes from now we are starting. 15 minutes from now we are starting. No, 15 minutes from now. No, 2 minutes from now we are going to start our classes. Uh, so before we start our classes, I'm going to send my thanks to those guys who joined me when we were still few. I remember when we started this thing, we started at least we want 1,000 people. Or when we hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, we said we are going to start our classes. And I remember by that time we were few. We were like 10 people in the group. Someone told me that son of Sam, your target is big. It can even take for us 10 years. But I said no. If you build everything on truth and trust me, people they are going to come, because what we are giving, it is at least the information that is going to help those guys to become consistent, successful traders. So it was not by luck hit this number. No, it was because of hard work and the information that we are delivering out there. Yeah. So I want to thank those guys who were there from the beginning. If you are there when we are starting like 10 people, I would like for you to say something. Did you believe that we are going to hit? Because I'm seeing my friends who were there when we were like 5 people. A FX detective. Don Darren. Don Darren was there from the beginning. Yes, Mr. Don Darren. Movired Lisa was there. Those are guys. Movired Lisa is the one of the old smugglers. By the way, I want to see people who have never pressed any trade in the market so we know where we are going to start from. Those who have never pressed any trade in the market. Those who have never pressed any trade in the market. Those who have never pressed any trade in the market. Because remember, we have to start out press trades in the market. Those small things. So Mugredris is the one who's going to help us to go through that with Nick Rush to pass through those MT5 what and what. Because if I also go into that, that means we are going to use a lot of time. And guys, you know why we are here. We want to extract money in the market. We don't want to waste a lot of time. Our goal is to extract money in the market. So I want to give you the real formula that is going to help us to extract money in the what? In the market. So guys, without further ado, I think we are going to start. I think now we are going to do what? To start, but I'm going to thank those guys who were there from the beginning. My thanks must go direct to Don Darren. Don Darren was the one who was sharing everything, TikTok, trying to sensitize all the guys so that they can join this channel. And they did join for it was not by mistake for you to join this channel. Trust me, it is going to be one of your best decisions that you have ever done you on this channel. Because the guys who's telling you now, I'm managing over 1 million US dollars. By the I'm about even 2 millions in a prop farm because now I'm doing over 10 accounts of 100,000. I started doing them this week. I know the rate I'm going to pass like 8. That means I'm going to increase my tariff. Continue to go into. I'm going to increase my tariff to be 2 million US dollars in capital. That is the goal. That is the goal. 2 million US dollars in capital. So I also going to take my thanks to those guys who attended the meetup. I was very happy you guys you made my day because I couldn't believe that you are going to come, but you managed to come. That means you guys, you showed me love and trust me. Today we are not going to start it. Today I'm going to start the journey of crowning another son of Sem. Today we are going to start a journey of sharing, of crowning another son of what? Another son of Sem. So today we are not starting, we are starting our journey of crowning another son of Sem. So where are we going to start from? We are going to start, those who attended our meetup, and our video is not yet out. And I said, if we start directly from where we stopped from the meetup, you guys were going to miss out a lot. So we are going to do the introduction of our course and everything that we are going to study in our course. So it is going to be massive. It is going to be massive. Those who are going to stick here up to the end, trust me, you are not going to regret. You are not going to regret for doing it. Trust me. I think we are going to start where we are going to do the introduction of our course. We are going to do the introduction of our course. So we are going to start on what we call history of trading. You see, if you don't know history of anything, then it is always hard for you to understand what you are dealing with. So we are going to start with history of what? Of trading. And trading, it has been here for at least 900 years. 900 years. But there are some people who are still saying that this business is a scam. There are some people who are still saying that this business is a scam. But we can start, when to start trading properly, we can track it in 16 what? In 1600. That's when we can track trading. When the ship owners in the West used to send their ships in the East to do what we call trade. But those trips were risky. Those trips were risky. Why were risky? Because of water turbulence and pirates. Because those ship owners, they could send their ships to take goods and come back with valuable goods like gold and other stuffs. But they could make losses when they face water turbulence and pirates. So those ship owners, they started seeking for investors to invest in their what? In their ships. So they started seeking for investors to invest in their business so that they can reduce on the risk of those voyages or trips. So investors, they could invest in those ships. When those ships come back successful, then they could share on dividends, which we call profits. They could share profits. But still, that business was still risky. The business was very risky. Many investors, they didn't like it. That's why in 1602, the company called the Dutch East Indian Company was formed. So now now many ships or ship owners, they were under one company, which was called the Dutch East Indian Company. So now investors, instead of investing in one ship, they were now investing in bunches of ships. Trust me, that business was profitable. Guys really enjoyed it. They enjoyed that business very well because this was the first publicly. This was the first publicly traded. This was the first publicly traded what? Company. This was the first publicly traded company. So this people, they were enjoying it because if they could sell like 100 ships and one failed to come back because of water turbulence and pirates, and 99 comes back, trust me, that business was still profitable. So those who bought shares, the company started selling their shares. So those who bought shares, by that time, they made a lot of profit. They made a lot of profits. So very many people, they started investing in that company, which was called the Dutch East Indian Company. The first traded company in the whole world was the Dutch East Indian Company. So because that business was profitable, even other companies copied the same thing. Instead of sending one ship and investing in one ship, now many ships were under one company. So another company called the Brits East Indian Company was also formed. Brits East Brits East Brits East Indian what? East Indian Company was also formed to do the same thing. But by that time, so we can track our trading. So trading, it has been here. The little trading publicly traded company to trade publicly traded company. So that trading has been here for almost 400 plus years. 400 plus years trading it has been. So if you are still in 2025 and you think that what we are dealing with is a scam, sorry, sorry. The business has been here for almost 400 years, 400 years. But trading to be on its peak, it was 18th century. It was 18th century. That's when trading was on its peak. Because the New York, that's when the New York Stock Exchange, that's when the New York Stock Exchange was opened. New York Stock Exchange was what? Was opened on the street, on the Wall Street, on the Wall Street, on the Wall Street, on the Wall Street in New York. That's why even the name Wall Street came into our business. Me, I work on the Wall Street. Then you ask yourself, you say you work on the Wall Street, you don't know even the history of Wall Street. We work on the Wall Street because the New York Stock Exchange was one of the biggest exchange in the whole world, and it was opened in 18th century on the street called the Wall Street in the New York. Because by that time there was no electronics, people they could go used to go physically buy and sell their products live on the New York Stock Exchange on the street called the Wall Street. So that's why we say even now trading it is no longer on the Wall Street, it is all over the world. So we decided to nickname our business, and we always tell people that we work on the Wall Street, but all that story came into that. But as you know, when everything is at its peak, there is always scams. When everything is at its peak, there is also always scam. Even me start trading, they scammed me in one of the companies. They told me, you come, we will be trading for you, then we give you profits. I was ignorant. I didn't have any knowledge about trading. So they scammed me. So they scammed me using the name of trading. Does it mean trading is bad? No, those people they took advantage of people like me were illiterate about that business by that time and they scammed me. And it is the same thing that is in this industry now. When I always talk about this thing, people they always say that I'm against other mentors. No, they are good mentors because I also learned from other mentors who were good and they never charged me a single coin. Like Mark Douglas. Mark Douglas was one of my best mentors. Hmm? Mark Douglas. Those who doesn't know Mark Douglas is the guy who wrote the book called Trading in the Zone. And that book helped me so much because that book landed on me when I was about to give up on trading. Hmm? But that book lifted me. I'm telling you, that book lifted me. Trust me. So, and even that guy even died long ago, even before I knew about trading. But his knowledge that he left behind, it left me to become a consistent, successful trader. So even in future where we are going, we must read the book called Trading, Trading, Trading in the Zone. Trading in the Zone. If you can't read that book, and it is not all about reading it, you have to read it, reread it, reread it, reread it like 1,000 times to become a successful trader. Me, I can tell you from first page up to the end. I know everything that is in that book, Trading in the Zone. Trust me, if it was not Trading in the Zone, I was not going to be consistent, successful trader. But it was not all about trading in the zone because I also read another book called The Reminiscences of the Stock Operator by a biography of Jesse what? Rev Mao. Biography of Jesse what? Jesse Rev Mao. That book is so interesting. It is telling you about gambling, how you can gamble and become rich. Hmm? How Jesse Rev Mao used to take what we call folk rights. Those people who respect for signals instead of learning, trading, and you start hunting for yourself, but very many people they find themselves they are in signal groups, they are in what? So they were messing up. You can't be a rich trader or you can't make money in a consistent way like the one making it when you are begging for signals. And the reason why you are here, guys, and I'm happy you are here in large number, is because of because it is because that for us we don't give signals, but at least we can teach you out hand. But I read other books, a lot of them, like the market wizards. This guy were interviewing a lot of traders, many traders, but the all traders they have one thing in common. The only thing that I tracked in this market wizard was trend following. So even in future where we are going, no matter which strategy you are using, you must be following the trend. So let us go back on the scam. So very many companies, let us go back on the scam when the New York Stock Exchange was open. People they were scammed. I'm trying to tell you this so that you know where we are heading. And I'm trying to tell you this that if you are a beginner, if you have never been landed anyone who can scam you, if you can land anyone who can scam you, you can survive. You can survive all those mistakes that they passed through and they scammed me all my money. You understand? That's why I'm trying to tell you all that. So we are going to talk about what we call scam. So very many companies were fighting for what we call IPO. IPO in full, it is called initial public offering. So you may find even the companies that had no meanings, they were they were what? They were traded publicly. Eh? Eh? That's when I like the saying of Mr. Taki when he said there is nothing new under the sun, especially in financial markets. Because what has happened today, it has ever happened, and it is going to happen again. So people were scammed their money with those small companies because that small company, someone would even start a sando company. After starting that sando company, after starting that sando company, after starting that sando company, and they list it on public what? On IPO, which we call public initial public offering. And people could invest up their money and they end up losing their money because there were people who were hyping it. Like someone can come in this business we are in now and tells you pay $50 in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, in 2 weeks you are going to start making money. And I always tell people if I can find someone who's saying that thing, eh, we can fight until judgment day. Because there is no way in this world you can become consistent, successful trader in 2 weeks. No way. The journey is big and the journey is very long. You can't just become consistent, successful traders in 2 weeks. But you find there are guys who are there, pay $50. Because what is the aim of that guy? He wants your $50, but he doesn't want you. He can't tell you the whole process, the journey like the one I'm telling you. Why? Because he wants your $50. Because even another thing is not making money in the market. Because he wants to survive on your $50. And it is the reason why I come in this industry. So those companies were formed and people were scammed a lot of money. That's why SEC was formed. SEC. SEC was formed. SEC in full it is called the Security Exchange Commission. Those was a regulatory body so that every company to be to pass on what we call it, to be on initial public offering, IPO, it needs first pass through what we call scrutiny. What are you doing? Are you a big company? So that thing helped people stop falling into those small companies that could come in 2 weeks and they just disappear. Mm. Okay, but now we have been talking about stocks. stocks. Because where we started, where East Indian Company, the Dutch East Indian Company, all those the British Indian Company, they are under what we call stocks. But in trading, we don't only trade, we don't trade stocks only. No, in trading, we don't trade stocks only. We trade a lot of stuffs. For example, we trade currencies. Don't worry about the spellings. Our goal is to deliver information. So we trade currencies. That's why, for example, in 1996, the online of trading currencies was started in 1996, almost 30 years ago. That's when they started trading currencies. And in currencies, that's where we find like GBP, USD, Euro, USD, and among others. Mr. Mobile is going to help us. We pass through all that because we also need it, those who doesn't know it. But I know the right number which is here, they know all that. But do we trade only currencies and stocks? No, we don't only trade currencies and stocks. We even trade what we call cryptocurrencies. Cryptocurrencies. I understanding it, guys. And I always tell people that in our lifetime, this is one of the biggest innovation that has ever happened to us. Cryptocurrencies, among all the markets that we are trading, it is the youngest because it was started in 2009 by the mysterious Satoshi Nakamoto. The reason why we call him mysterious, there is no one who knows him. The person who created BTC, which we always call Bitcoin. There is no one who knows Satoshi Nakamoto. And the reason why Satoshi Nakamoto created BTC, it was sort of the problem of intermediaries. Sort of the problem of what? Of intermediaries. Intermediaries, it means what? If you are like, I have my friends like in what? In Nigeria, there is my friend who said, by the way, when we had the meetup, there is my friend who said, yes, me, I'm in Nigeria, I can't come, but I want to send you something. Then I told him, do you know how to use cryptocurrencies? He said, no, I know how to use banks. And when you use banks, that means you are looking forward for another, what we call third party. I need to go in the bank, you send the money. Then I also go in the bank. I beg the bank that there is my friend in Nigeria. Send me the money. Help me and you give me that money. Then they start asking me, where is your ID? Where is what? But Satoshi Nakamoto, he created BTC. If you are in Nigeria and you want to send your friend son of same money in Kampala, you don't need to look for MoneyGram. You don't need to look for all the methods that they use to send money from one continent or one country to another. You just need my wallet. I send you my wallet, you vote for me my BTC, and I receive it without anyone clicking on it. Don't you think it is one of the greatest innovation of our lifetime? Like me, every time I receive my payment, I always receive my payment sometimes in cryptocurrencies. There's no one who can click on it. Mm. Yes, in Uganda, they don't allow us. They have not yet started telling us to pay taxes. I'm not dodging taxes because I'm using cryptocurrencies, no. But it is one of the greatest innovations because you receive your money and there is no one who can peep on it. And I always tell guys that they used to say that you can't die with your riches. You have your money or your assets. You can't die with it. But I always laugh because with this technology, which we call blockchain, 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 you can die with your money. you die with it. Because for me, with my friend's kid, if anyone annoys me, let's say my family, I can say, don't worry, you have annoyed me. Me, I'm going to die with all my money. If you don't have my friend's keys, I can die with all my money without seeing it. So the blockchain, it is one of the technologies that can help you to die with all your assets. I'm not saying that it's good, but at least it gives you peace of mind knowing that in everything that I own in this world, I can die with it and they bury me with it. Mm. There are always some wars in different countries, mm, Europe, where now, like the war that started in Ukraine, they were what we call, they stopped people from withdrawing their money from the bank. Mm. They stopped people from withdrawing their money from the bank. Can you imagine someone? Mm. Money, if I'm still saying, excuse me, guys, there's something went wrong here. Mm. Sorry. Am I back? Am I back on YouTube? I'm going to uh-huh. Am I back, guys? There is something went wrong here. I want to know if I'm back. Okay, they are telling me that everything is clear. So, what what I was talking about, guys, it was okay, guys. I think we can continue. I think we can continue. There's something that has confused me here, but my friends, they have helped me. I have Mr. Kakwava Ahmed is the one who's taking care of everything. Mr. Kakwava Ahmed is the one who's taking care of everything. So we are talking about on technology that came that is going to that helped us solve the problem of intermediaries. And we are talking about like the war in Ukraine. Imagine there was a war in Ukraine and they had their money in the bank so they could stop you from withdrawing your money. Stop you from withdrawing your money from the bank. Imagine that. Eh? People they were stopped to withdraw their money from the bank. Can you believe that? But with blockchain, or if you are using what we call cryptocurrency, if you are using what we call cryptocurrencies, you can move in this country when you are naked and you go in any other country and you access your money as long as you can access what we call computer. If you can access computer, you can get your money back. So me, I know one of the greatest innovation in our lifetime, it was blockchain, because you can have power of your belongings. Imagine you made all your money. After making all your money, and you see Nick Rush, come and join me. And you make all your money. After making all your money, and they stop you from taking what? I have a vista here.
Okay, how are you?
You're doing great.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are in class. You can also join us. So imagine you made your money, you were searching for your money, there is a way in your account, and they stop you from moving your assets to buy another account to enjoy your assets. But with blockchain, you can still enjoy all your assets. Are you seeing it? So it is one of the greatest innovations of our lifetime. So now, do we trade only? Do we trade only? Do we trade only? Do we trade only cryptocurrencies, stocks, and do we trade cryptocurrencies, stocks, and currencies only? No, we also trade what we call commodities. Commodities. We also trade what we call commodities. And in commodities, it is where we find gold, silver. Those are metals that we trade in commodities. Then we also trade agriculture products. Agriculture products like coffee, cotton, among others, rice, among others. So we all trade all those things. Though, and all those things are under what we call commodities. And I always laugh at people. You find someone is trading gold. What is your favorite pair? Gold. Who are you? I'm a forex trader. I'm a forex trader. I'm a forex trader. You are trading gold. Gold is a commodity. So forex trader, you don't trade commodities. If you're a forex trader, you only trade currencies. That's why I told you guys, you don't know that you are even losing. You don't know the reason why you are losing. You are trading gold and you say you are forex trader. Already you don't know even what you are trading. That means it is going to be hard. It is going to be hard for you to understand what, if you can't understand even what you are trading, how will you make money in it? It is going to be difficult. Trust me, it is going to be difficult. So you must know what you are trading so that you can understand it very well. So for us, we are not going to be forex traders. From today, I don't know what let us not call ourselves forex traders. Forex traders. No, For us, we are financial markets traders. For us, we are financial markets traders. The reason why I call ourselves financial market traders because we trade currency, we trade currencies, we trade commodities. Then we trade stocks. We even trade cryptocurrencies. I have my friends when I'm still on weekend, I'm enjoying my weekend. I said they are sending me them tomorrow. If you see, and you guys, you don't even rest. You trade until judgment day. We even trade cryptocurrencies because the reason why I'm saying that our strategy that we are using it can work very well, perfectly in all those financial markets. Because I have the guys who are sending me mismaris on Nasdaq, and Nasdaq is a stock. I have my guys who are sending me mismar on cryptocurrencies like BTC, Ethereum. It works very well. And even me, I always trade commodities and currencies. Eh? Because I always trade gold USD, then I trade GBP USD, I trade Euro USD. So me, I'm a commodity and currencies. That means those guys who are trading crypto, they are winning with Musumari. Those who are trading stocks, they are winning with Musumari. Commodities, we're also winning, and currencies, we are winning. And there is even another thing which they always call indices, but me, I don't. Indices, I've never traded them and I don't like them. So if you are in the trader, just know you're not going to talk about indices. So now we are having the history of trading. History of trading. It was a brief history. Remind us on the business that we are doing. So if you have anything that you are doing, and if you have brothers who have not yet joined or a sister, trust me, now we are going to start what we call trading financial markets officially. Everything that we have been doing there, it was just the history. We are just refreshing and trying to get you to know at least what we are doing with when did trading start. People, they think it is a new thing, it has come, they are scamming people. No, they are, I showed you those who are taking advantage to others, those who are good people like Son of Sam who are trying to help us so that we can get enough knowledge on those financial market and we can take advantage of them. Because even if you don't want to be a forex trader or trading every day, you can be a position trader. You buy your cryptocurrencies and you hold them for some time. Are you seeing it, guys? And you can still make money. It is the same thing my sister is doing. For her, she's not a forex trader, but I gave her knowledge on good risk management, self-sabotaging briefs. Now she can buy her oils and hold on them for some years and make a lot of money. So we are going to get all that knowledge of financial markets. So now officially we are going to start our classes. Oh, okay, now you are saying Son of Sam. For us, we came here to understand summary. Now you are telling us history of trading. So my class is still at the company. How is that going to help us? You are so annoying. We kept knowing that we are going to start them smart today and we make money tomorrow. No, we are not going to make money tomorrow, guys. Our course is going to take us some time, but it's going to be brief, like 10 minutes start. Trust me, it is going to be brief. So now you are telling us that we trade oil. Oil is also among the things that are traded it is also a commodity. We are trading gold, we are trading currencies. Now, how are we going to make money? The question you're supposed to be asking that question, and I'm not seeing that. You're supposed to be saying, Son of Sam, how are we going to make money? Because it is the reason we are here. No matter what we are doing, we want to make money. How are we going to make money in these financial markets? That is the question that we are supposed to be asking ourselves. How are we going to make money? Trust me, I'm going to give you the formula that is going to help you to make money. Trust me, don't worry, don't worry. I like that song of Mbogumari, don't worry about the things because every little thing is gonna be all right. So guys, don't worry. Don't worry. Everything is gonna be all right because you are with someone who is extracting money in the market And the formula that I'm going to give you, it is also going to extract money in the market. So officially, we have started our trading. So how are we going to make money in these financial markets? Are we going to go in Russia and we buy crude oil and we bring it in Uganda and we sell it so that we can make money? No, brother, we are not going to do that because that one, yes, we can do it, but it requires a lot of capital. So for us, we are what we call future traders. Future traders. For us, we have to call future traders. We don't trade physical assets. We don't own those assets we are trading. If I'm trading gold, I don't need to own gold, but I can predict the future price of gold. I can predict the future price of currencies that I'm trading. I can predict the future price of cryptocurrencies. I can predict the future price of stocks. So for us, we are what we call future traders. We don't own physical assets. You see, when we are in village, for me, I was a farmer, I grew up in a village. We used to say, if you grow beans in September, if you grow beans in September, early September, and God helps you, because early September, there is some sun, there are higher chances and higher risks that you are going to lose your beans because of weather. Eh? Because of that sun, it may stop you. But if God helps you and you plant your beans by that time, you will be the first person to take those beans in the market and you are going to make your price is going to be high. Are you seeing? So we are predicting the future price of our beans that we are growing using by growing those beans. But here we are going to be predicting the future price of the assets. Instead of shouting with my friend, for example, Austin, and I say, Austin, me, I think gold is going to be 2,000. And he said, God, you are stupid. How can gold be 2,000 next year when it is now in 4,000? Me, I'm thinking the way they can discover gold anywhere. Now, like Uganda, it is one of the manga countries that is having one of the biggest reserves of gold in the whole world. So if we start mining that gold, the price of gold is going to decline. And Mr. Hussein say, but you are saying the price of gold is going to decline when there are other people are born, when people are born, if instead of saving, you're also making money, you may need to save your money in gold. That means the price of gold is going to be high. So instead of shouting and fighting with Mr. Austin, they brought what we call exchangers. Instead of fighting, there were regulated exchangers. You go and you find the price of gold where it is now. Let us say that it is on 4,000. It is on 4,000. Let us say that gold it is now what? On 4,000. Instead of fighting with my friend Mr. Austin, gold it is on 4,000. So they brought those exchangers to stop us from fighting. Let us fight with our money and with our knowledge that is backing of what we are talking about. Me, I'm saying what is going to be in 4,000. 4,000 is going to be here next year. And Austin is saying what is going to be in 6,000. So me, I'm going to sell gold. Me, I'm going to sell gold. Mr. Austin is going to buy gold. Are you seeing it, guys? So me, after saying it, there is also people who are backing the knowledge of Mr. Austin saying people are going to make a lot of money. Gold is going to increase the price. So let's say this is 4,500, 4,500. Then here we say it is 5,000 up to 6,000. Then here let us say that is 3,500. Let us say that here it is 3,000. 4,500, then up to 2,000. Let us say like this. Mr. Austin is buying, and another friend of Mr. Austin, after buying it, all of us we have sold it at 4,000. Mr. Austin has also buy at 4,000 because it is a price which is on exchange right now. So his friends and other people, they backed the knowledge of Mr. Austin. Let us say Mr. Austin was buying using 10,000. And other people, they said, yeah, gold is going to go up. So Mr. Austin, when it was reaching here, gold by the time it reaches here, he made 10,000 and 1,000. He made a profit, let's say, of 1,000. And even other people backed the knowledge of Mr. Austin. But by the time the gold reached here, Mr. Son of Sam for him is in the loss of 1,000. And now for him is having 9,000. Then even other people, they kept backing the knowledge of Mr. Austin. Are you seeing it? And by the time it reached here, Mr. Austin, let's say that he made 5,000. He predicted very well, and Son of Sam, I was wrong. Now I'm negative of 5,000. Are you seeing it? So that is how we trade financial markets. I'm explaining it so that even my grandmother can understand it. You know, my mom, this morning, she grew up on the landing site and she was asking me the business that I was doing. And I went and explained her that very well, like the way I'm explaining to you. You know, she told me that, you know, Son of Sam, I can also be a trader. I said, yes, you can, because it is the same thing you are doing here. You buy fish on the small price, you sell it at the higher price. Eh? But for you are trading physical assets. But for us, we are doing it, we are predicting the future of those assets. Instead of shouting, we are putting it money. But when you ask people, what are you doing? I'm a forex trader. How does forex trading works? And it works like forex bureau. No, it doesn't work like forex bureau. Forex bureau, they trade physical assets. For us, we are future traders. So I'm trying to explain it so that even when you're explaining it, your grandmother is going to understand it. And all those things, people, they always want to make it complicated, but that is the whole trading is here. The whole trading is here. And if you have understood it very well, I want you to say that Son of Sam for sure. Now I know what is called forex trading. Put it there in comment section because we want to understand that things. And if you don't understand it, I'm waiting for you to tell me so that I can do what I can repeat it again because we need to understand that thing. The whole trading is here. If you don't understand it, things are going to be difficult for you there in the future. We have already started financial markets. So let us continue. I hope everyone has grabbed it. Let me hope that everyone grabbed it very well. There are my friend who are telling me that audio is not clear, but I think the audio is very clear. Everything is clear now. It is in line. Yeah, everything is clear. They are telling me to repeat. Why? Why do you want me to repeat, guys? Because I explained everything very well. But we are going to understand it very well in future. We said for us, we are future traders. We don't own. We said for us, we are future traders because I want us to go slowly, step by step. Because we need to grab that thing. For us, we said we are future traders. Future traders. And our role as future traders, we predict the future. We predict the future. We predict the future price of the asset that we are trading. And we said, what are we trading? We trade commodities, currencies, and stocks. We trade commodities, currencies, and stocks. So we gave examples in commodity. Let us say that now we want to predict the future price of gold. Instead of something that gold is going to be in 6,000, and others they are saying it is going to be in 4,000. we said no. Instead of something, they brought what we call exchangers. They brought what we call exchangers, where we can go instead of something and we put money on the table. And we said, let's say gold it is now in 4,000. They said that gold is in 4,000. And Mr. Austin is saying by the time in future gold is going to be in 6,000. And some of them said, no, the one saying the gold is raising a lot and they are discovering a lot of gold in the world. I think gold is going to reduce its price. Its price is going to decrease to 2,000. To 2,000. But we said, instead of shouting and fighting with Mr. Austin, they brought those exchanges where we can go and predict the future price of that asset. And now they are telling us that the asset we are dealing with, it is on 4,000. Me, I'm saying the gold is going to sell. And Mr. Austin is saying the gold is going to do what? To buy. There are those who understand, but we can't understand it on the same pace. We want everyone to be on the line. That's why we said we want to start this class so that we don't leave anyone behind. So Mr. Austin, for him after buying, there are people who backed his idea. Okay, let us to give it to understand it very well. Let us also say Mr. Austin invested 4,000 in his gold. And Son of Sam also invested 4,000 in this gold. And Mr. Austin, the people that were backing him, gold went 5,000. Gold went 5,000 here. And Mr. Austin also made 5,000. But when Mr. Austin is making profit, Son of Sam is breeding. Me, now I'm having 3,000. And gold, but because of Mr. Austin's idea, thinking that there are very many people who are going to buy gold, there are people who are buying his ideas, they are liking his ideas, they continue buying gold. Gold, it went in 6,000. Let's say it went in 6,000, and Mr. Austin, by the time it reached here, Mr. Austin made 2,000. So now, someone who invested 4,000, initial invest, now Mr. Austin is having 6,000. But even Mr. Son of Sam who said, instead of fighting with Mr. Austin, by the time we reached here, Mr. Son of Sam is having 4,000. So me, I'm breeding. And Mr. Austin, for him, is jubilating. So when you are happy, there is someone who is crying on another side. But there are other factors when people, they are breeding, but in the right way. For example, they are buying stuffs in one country to another country. So we can also take advantage of that. It is not all the time that when you are making money, there is someone breeding. No, it's someone breeding to get something good. Here is exchanging currencies to get something to another currency so that he can buy stuffs and other things. So you can also take advantage of that. But it is the same thing that I'm trying to explain here. Are you understanding it? By the time, instead of fighting with Mr. Austin, now Mr. Austin here, you won with his money, and me, I lost my money. And we are saying, yeah, Mr. Austin, do you know that you were right about the idea you talked about last time that gold is going to be in 6,000? And even me said, yes, I was wrong. Now I've made with 2,000. We didn't fight. Instead of fighting, gold did not drop 2,000. But instead of dropping 2,000, it continued 6,000. So I was explaining to you that that is what we call. I was explaining to you that that is what we call. It is. I was explaining to you that is what we call trading financial markets. For us, we predict the future price of those assets. We don't invest in physical assets. So we are called future traders. We are called future traders. We are called future traders. And I'm always feel happy when someone is telling me that now so far he has understood it very well. Because we want to understand these things, because where we are going, things are going to be very easy. People they try to complicate this business so that, and the more you complicate it, the more it becomes more complicated, and you reach an extent of losing everything that you have ever known. But by making your own, you just make it complicated on your own. Because for us, we are future traders, we predict the future price of the assets. But when I always people when they're asking people explain forex trading, it is like forex bill where you're buying and selling. And you see people they don't have the real knowledge of the business that they are doing. And if you don't have that knowledge, the real knowledge to explain it so that even your grandmother can understand it, trust me, you can't make money in it. So for us now, we understand what we call trading. We said we are future traders. We predict the future price of the assets. We don't trade physical assets. But now, do you think I'm going to be something with Mr. Austin and I say it is going down, it is going up, it is going down, it is going up? No, there is what we always follow when we are trading those financial markets. There is what we call fundamentals. Fundamentals. In fundamentals, those are called news. News. And news, they always happen about economic, political, and natural calamities, like floods and others, earthquakes. So every time political, where we find political, like Trump when he was doing what we call increasing taxes on the products that are coming from China and other countries so that we can protect the economy of the USA. So by that time, what he was doing, it was going to make the currency of USA, US dollar currency, strong or weak, weak, depending depending on the outcome of his tariffs. Hmm? Tariffs. Tariffs, those are taxes like the way I explained to you, but people they like using complicated words. Tariffs, just confuse me. Tariffs, those are increasing taxes of the import and export. It increase taxes on the import of the goods that are coming in your countries, in your country. So Trump was increasing tariffs on the China products that were going to come in his country. By doing that, the currency of USA was going to be strong. But there were also consequences because also China said, okay, if you're also exporting your things in China, we are going also to increase taxes on it. So it was double-edged sword. The currency can go up or down depending on the outcome. So if you are on news and understanding fundamentals, you need to understand all these economics, political, like the war in Ukraine. When the war started in Ukraine, the Russian currencies dropped. I saw them Samarkand, which was very tall. It even passed through the computer. That Musmar was big. So if you had predicted that war, knowing that Russia is going to attack Ukraine, and you sold the Russian, is it called rupees? You sold that Russian rupees, then we are going to make a lot of money. We are going to make a lot of money. So if you are trading fundamentals, or in Haiti, when they formed earthquakes, and Brazil, when they were hit by floods, the currency of Brazil started dropping because if the floods hit any country, the economy of that country is going to start losing. It's going to be weak. And when the economy is weak, of course, you know what governments always do, print the more money. And the more they print the money, the more the currency is losing the value. And when the currency is losing the value, of course, if it is paired with US dollars, you are going to keep seeing that currency dropping. So if you know all that, natural calamities and other stuffs, it can also help you to trade and predict the direction, direction of the assets. And that was one of the best methods that was used in 18th century. 18th century. People, they were using what we call fundamentals. People, they could predict the way I'm seeing this was if it continues like that, coffee is going to be on high price because this was is going to destroy the gardens, all the farms of coffee in many countries. And when the coffee is in a scarcity, remember the price is going to increase, and the people could predict and make huge amount of money using what we call fundamentals. But Son of Sam, does Son of Sam use fundamentals? No, because I know many of us we are here because of what we call Omsumari. Omsumari. Musumari. That means we don't rely a lot on fundamentals. But here people they are talking on fundamentals. NFP, CPI. Me, I trade news, I trade CPI. What do you trade CPI? Have you read the economics like the way we are talking about? Do you know what tariffs is doing in USA? Do you know the politics that is taking place? Now, like the other time when the United States hit the nuclear of Iran, after hitting the nuclear plant in Iran, the US currency started dropping because they were expecting Iran also to start hitting America back. So it is not all about CPI, and NFP. When I'm trading news, me, I trade NFP. Do you know anything, the economy of United States, the way it is taking place? Because United States, it is the one that always shapes our what? Our news or fundamentals all over the world. If that currency is having, if US is having political instability or everything, you see the market moving crazy. So when you are trading fundamentals, you need also to understand what you are doing. What you need to understand economics, political, and natural calamities that is happening in those countries. But we said all of us we are here because of what? Musumari. We don't always rely a lot on what on fundamentals. And how did this Musumari come into our things of predicting the direction of the market? It was started in 18th century, late 18th century, when the Japanese guy called Homer started predicting, started tracking the price of rice. Started tracking the price of what? Of rice. Is the rice correct spelling? I'm not sure, but that is it. We are here to get what we call knowledge. We are not here on perfection. So he started tracking the price of rice and was putting it in what we call candlesticks. Are you seeing it, guys? He was putting all that information in what we call candlesticks. Those who doesn't know the candlestick, it is something which is like this. Those are the candlesticks. So he was tracking his price and he was putting them in what we call candlesticks. And we always know that candlesticks can be red or green, but color doesn't matter. You just need to know the direction, because even me, I always make them in yellow and what. So that is what we call candle. That is what we call candlesticks. So that guy who was called Homer, he started tracking the price of rice, and he was recording it in candlesticks. The reason why he was doing that, he said Human behaviors, they are always the same. They keep repeating the same things again and again and again and again. Because there are even people who are here, they are also going to fall into the scam. They are saying, Son of Shame is disturbing us, is giving us a lot of things. Me, I want to make money tomorrow. But he is going to go there, he's going to lose money, then he's going to understand that I need also to go back to Son of Shame and understand Muslim very well so that I can make money in the market. I know they are here. They are also going to go there, they steal the money, they scam them, and they come back because that is the human nature. They keep repeating the same things again and again and again. So when he was recording that price, that guy made a lot of money because he could predict the direction of the market using what we call candlesticks. So even me, when I started trading, I said, okay, me, I'm not going to rely a lot on fundamental. I'm going to follow the footsteps of Mr. Omar to predict the direction of the assets that I'm trading. That's when I developed one of the famous strategy, which is called the Msumari what? The Msumari strategy. And that strategy didn't come just by chance or by luck. It has what we call the history behind it. It has the history behind it. It has the history. It has the history behind it. It didn't just come by luck or by mistake. There is history behind this what? Candlestick, which is called Msumari. Msumari. Because Msumari, it is the only reversal pattern that is in the world. We are going to understand it very well. And if this Msumari is the only reversal pattern, that means every time you see this candle, there is higher chances that the market is going to continue going in the direction, in this direction. Are you seeing it? That's why we call it a reversal pattern. If it is red, you see it, and you see the Msumari which is red, you just expect that there are higher chances of the market continue going where? Down, down, down. Are you seeing it? So after getting this reversal pattern, and I understand a red candlesticks very well, I said, no, only this reversal pattern doesn't work. That's when we started adding other ingredients like the nature of the market, the nature of the market, the nature of the market. After adding the ingredients of the nature of the market, we say if the market is going up, we buy. If the market is going down, we sell. If the market is in good range, we buy and sell. So all those guys, you didn't know that we can even buy and sell at the same time when we are using them smart. Then we said when there is the market, when it is choppy, it is not moving in any direction. We said we go to what we call fishing. We go fishing. If you like football, go and watch football. If you like playing basketball, go and play basketball. Go and play with your family. Take your girlfriend on vacation because the market is choppy. You will going to lose all your money. So after adding that ingredient of the nature of the market, and we say if the market is already going up, and we saw this Msumari, it is a reversal pattern, the only reversal pattern that is in the world. I'm going to tell you why in the future. So we said, okay, the market is going up. There is also this Msumari. That means we have already two things that is confirming us that the market is going to continue going up. Are you seeing how guys will develop our strategy? But we said no, even only that it is not going to help us. Only that is not going to help us to develop our strategy. Then we said we are going also to add another ingredient, which we call demand and supply. Demand and supply. And people, when you are there, the people they are always confuse you with the demand and supply. Demand, it means where people are buying, and supply means people where are doing what, selling. So, and in the history of trading, The only demand and supply, it is what we call support. It is support and resistance. Resistance. It is only proved demand and supply in the history of trading. The other things that you always mix in here, some order blocks, some this one, they are just discovering new things. But am I saying are they not working? No, they work. They work perfectly. Order blocks works and other demand and supply that you know works very well. Works very well. Are you seeing it, guys? They work very well. I'm not saying that they doesn't work. No, they work. They work very well. They work perfectly. So the secret is on what we call backtesting. Backtesting. You need to backtest every strategy that you will be getting. After backtesting it, know its winning rate. Because we always said that we trade in the sets of trades. Let's say we take 20 trades. Now, like my strategy out of 20 trades, I can win 15, 17, 18. I have ever won 20 at once, 20 out of 20, but I can also even win 13. In feminine, even a devil can eat fries. I can also win 13. So your role, it is also to go and practice your strategy. So every time I take order blocks that they are telling me those ICT over ICT, whatever you are doing. I had also my friend tell me that when the market reaches in the devil zone, may I take buys. His devil zone, he back tested it and he knew it. Devil zone has the winning rate. Are you seeing? So everyone can develop his thing using the candlesticks of Mr. Homer, the Japanese guy, Mona Isa Homer. But to develop that thing, you must be backing it with the things that works, not just go there and develop things that doesn't work at all. Backtest it and winning rate. So we are still on our strategy. We said we had the reversal pattern, which was the Msumari. We said, okay, if it is a reversal pattern, it is the only reversal pattern that I know that is in the world. I'm going to tell you why in the future. Then we said we have backed it with the uptrend. The market is already going up. And we also have the smart candle that is telling us it is the reversal pattern that is in the world. Are you seeing it? We are backing it with things that works. That means the market, there is a higher chances to continue going up. Then we said, no, only those two things, Musumari and the nature of the market are not only two things that are going to help us to make money. Then we said we are going to look for demand and supply. And we said demand and supply in the history of trading that we know or that and we say that in history, the only things that we know that works as demand and supply, it is buying, on demand they are buying and supply they are selling. So you need to go in the market and you see where they sell a lot and buy a lot, that is your demand and supply. But people, they confuse you with complicated things. And I always laugh. There is even a guy who told me that sort of same. Your strategy is very simple. I think we are going to start making money in the market because those guys, they are trying to complicate things with their complicated strategies. And I'm telling them that is the only strategy that is helping me to extract hundreds and hundreds of millions in the market, tens and tens of thousands in the market. It is the simple and plain like a day, but it is backed by the things that works because demand and supply that we know works very well in the history of trading. It is support and resistance. The rest I don't know it, but if you can backtest it, because I told you all strategy works as long as it has the winning rate, which is higher than the losing rate. But it doesn't matter. It even depends on your risk reward ratio. So we're also going to talk about the risk in the future and we say how it works. So we said, okay, we have our strategy, Msumari reversal pattern, which is the Msumari. We have the uptrend. Are you seeing our strategy was formed? How I created my strategy? I said one thing, it was Msumari. Then we said the second thing was The second thing was, if it was Musumari, the second thing was the nature of the market, where we look at the trends, the nature of the market. Trends. Then we said, no, only those two things are not going to help us make money in the market. Then we said we are also going to add what we call the third thing, which was demand and supply. Demand and supply. But we said only those three things, they can also help us, because I used to use this one. But the winning rate was too low, because I used to win 13, 12, and 14. I said, but I can still add another ingredient, which was our number 4, which concluded everything in our strategy, which was liquidity peak. Liquidity, liquidity, liquidity peak. And liquidity peak, it means we are having liquidity peak, it means we are breaking the previous areas that we have not yet broken when we are going on another direction. And the only thing that we always consider as a liquidity peak in our strategy, we want at least more than 2 candles. If we have a candle which is like this and like this, and they have what we call wicks, and they have what we call wicks, those are the wicks, and we get another our reversal pattern, which is the famous Musumari strategy, which is the famous Musumari, which is right here, and it comes, and this Musumari comes, and this Musumari comes and peak. So this is what we consider as our this is what we consider as our liquidity, as long as it is 2 candles and above. But the more, the better. The more, the better. So that's how we came to our conclusion. And after having Musumari, the nature of the market, the demand and supply, and liquidity, we came up with our strategy. Strategy. Or what we call edge. Edge helps us, helps us predict the direction of the what? Of the market. Are you seeing, guys? For us, we are not gambling in everything that we are doing. What? For us, we are not gambling in everything that we are doing. They had history. So if we can summarize very well where we started from, we started on the history of trading. When we started on the history of trading, then we said, yes, we know the history. How can we predict the nature of the market? Then where we talked about with me and Mr. Austin, we said for us, we are future traders who can predict the direction of the market, who can predict the future direction of the assets that we are trading. Then I saw you, Mr. Austin, instead of fighting with Mr. Austin that the market is going up or down, I said, no, let us put money on the table. And we started predicting the direction of that market. And Mr. Austin won, but we said it is not all about predicting with words and mouth. We said we use fundamentals. And we said for us, we don't always rely a lot on fundamentals, because fundamentals, they are those guys who always do what we call position trading. For us, we said we always rely a lot on what we call candlesticks, which was started by Obama. And we told you the history of candlesticks, and then we told you how we use those candlesticks to develop our strategy. So our strategy is made up of these 4 things. But it is not just the gambling that we gambled. No, we had first create make history and research about it to know what works. So that's when we came up to our strategy, which is called Omsumari strategy. We gave it the nickname of Omsumari. The reason why we call it Omsumari because the pattern that we use as entry point for Omsumari, the pattern that we use as entry point, it is what we call Nair. And Nair in our language is called the Omsumari. So people who are from Nigeria, that's how we came up to this name called Omsumari strategy. So are you seeing it? So that Omsumari strategy, it is the one that we are going to use to predict the direction of the market. Okay? Are you seeing, guys? We are not gambling. Okay? We are not gambling in the things that we are doing. We know everything. We know for sure that we are doing this and this, and we are helping us to win. We are not like those guys who always say forex trading. It is like a forex bureau where you buy and sell the currencies. No, we know the history of trading. We know why we are trading them. We know why even the things we are using them, they are backed by the statistics from the past. So that's how we came up with the smart strategy. So now I was trying to help you to highlight on the smart strategy, understand the history of the smart strategy and how it came into the working. Some people they say this is only a candlestick. Everything that you know in trading or technical analysis is candlestick. They are just, if you see it is a structure, it is a structure because it is on a different time frame. Because if you go on a candlestick of 1 month, and if you go in 1H, you will find structures in 1H, but in 1 month, you will just find one candlestick. So if you don't understand candlesticks, then if even the strategy that you are using, it doesn't give you the candlesticks as entry point, trust me, you will never make money in the market. That strategy is going to keep you in what we call boom and bust cycle. So now we have our strategy, and our strategy can't stop us from losing. No, you want also to understand that our strategy helps us to win after series of trades. That is where the secret of trading is: series of trades. Series of trades. We win some, we lose some, as long as the outcome is income. I've seen, guys, series of trades. If it is like 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Every time I see Musumara, I will keep taking trades. It can be a win, it can be a lose, it can be a lose, it can be a lose, it can be a win, 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 lose. Win, 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 win. That means I'm going to win 16 trades and I lose 4. But I don't know when the 4 is going to come. That is why many traders they lose money in the market because they live and die on a single they live and die on a single trade. But for us, we just take in sets of trades because we can't know when those losses are going to come, and we can't know those wins when they are going to come. But we are rest assured because we practiced our strategy. We know every after series of trades. We know that every after series of trades, after series of trades, we are going to come out. We are going to come out as winners. As winners. The reason why we are going to come out as winners it is because of our age. It is because of our age, which is called the Musman. But you can still use any age you are using because there is a lot of things that we are going to cover. I'm not saying that all of you are supposed to trade Musumari. No, go and back test your strategy, know its winning rate. After know its winning rate, then come back. Because if we can't know when the loss is going to come or when the win is going to come, how are we going to make money in this market? That's when we go on our second topic, which we are going to study very well and we understand very well, which will be the risk management. because we are dealing with things of finance management. Because my friend told me yesterday, I saw his message when I was putting every session and I was in the room, I was laughing. He told me, son of Sam, after putting in a trade on gold, I feel like the intestine wanted to move out of my stomach. He said, man, you are strong, man, see that you are making a living in this business. And I started laughing. The reason why I was laughing, it was not because me, I don't feel the intestine moving out of my stomach. But when you are beginning, of course, you will feel the intestine moving in your stomach because there is what we call self-sabotaging beliefs. So even in the future, we are going also to learn how to overcome that. But now we know what we call risk management. So your intestines are not going to move out of your stomach when you have a good risk management. It is what I always tell you. So very many traders and many of you guys who are here, your mentors, they always talk from here on what we call age. Because you find someone has spent 10 years, 5 years, 3 years in the market and he doesn't have age, and ask yourself, you are because even for us when we studying these things about age, we are not going to study age. Technical analysis is wide. Technical, technical analysis is wide. It is one of the wide topics in forex trading. And because it is wide, very many traders, they spend their lifetime on this small part. I call it small because it is easiest in all the things that we are going to study in our forex trading. Technical analysis to understand Msumara and to get strategy, it is one of the easiest things. Technical analysis. My friend is saying he has never known trading that is with that knowledge that we are giving out. On the big range like the way we are giving it out. Yes, thank you for appreciating because for us we know what we are doing. Very many people they spend their lifetime when they are doing understanding technical analysis because in technical analysis there is a lot. Because even me, when I was starting, I wanted to even plan math. And I know very many traders, they pass through that because they don't have knowledge. I was starting Wyckoff. Then you are from Wyckoff. You are not making money. You are losing, thinking that your strategy is the one that is making you to lose because you have never even back tested it. You don't know even winning rate. Then someone comes with ICT. Then you also go in ICT. Then when you are studying ICT, then I had my friend said, but son of Sam, have you ever used Fibonacci? I said, but you Fibonacci. Then I also went to study Fibonacci. Then from there, then someone comes and say, son of Sam, you don't know what you are doing. You know head and shoulder strategy. Then you also go to study head and shoulder. So, and years are going, you spend yourself, you have spent 5 years in the market when you are just on the small thing which is called technical analysis. Technical analysis. And the reason why we are studying technical analysis is just to get what we call analysis. It is just to get what we call age. Age. And to get age is very simple. Like the way I told you how I developed my age, which is built of three of four things. Nature of the market, where we look at the trend, we look at we look at the nature of the market, we look at the nature of the market, which is we look at the trend, then we look at the reversal pattern, which was the smart. Then we say we look at demand and supply. Then we get our liquidity. Then we are done. Then we are done with what we call technical analysis. We are done with that. Then we on the things that matters in trading, where we said we are going to do what we call risk management. Risk management. It is where we are going to go on risk management. And we said our risk management, it is having statistics. Everything for us we are doing in trading, they are backed with statistics. They are backed with statistics. Everything that we are doing. Sad. So everything that we are doing in trading is backed with with statistics. Now we say in risk management, it is when we develop our risk management. We didn't develop it. It is how it is. Statistically, the higher, the higher, the higher the risk, the risk to reward ratio, the more tradings, the more tradings, the more tradings, the more trades you are likely, the more trades you are likely to lose. And the vice versa, the lower the risk reward ratio, the more trades you are likely to win. So, and I was asking my guys, the higher the risk reward ratio, the more trades you are likely to win. If you are risking 1 to 10, 1 to 10, out of 20 trades, out of 20 trades, you are likely to lose like 15. You are likely to lose like 15 trades. You are likely to lose like 15 trades. And if you lose 15 trades, you win like 5. You win like 5 of them. You win like 5 of them. And if you win 5, are you going to make money? Yes, because your risk reward ratio was high. You are going also to make money. You will make money. You will make money. So me, I'm not against any risk reward ratio. No, you will make money. And someone who was risking 1 to 1 out of 1 to 1, 1 to 1 out of 20 trades, like Son of Sam, I always win 15. I win 15. And I win, and I win 5 rows. This one lost 15 and win 5. But he still made money. Yes, he made money. Me, I'm risking 1 to 1 out of 15. I lost 5 and I won 15. Did I make money? Yes. Yes, I made money. I made money. I made money. So if I made money and someone who's risking 1 to 10 or so make money, then what is it? So can we use a risk reward ratio? No, I'm saying no and no, big no. Why? Because every time, every mistakes that all traders make are results, are results, are results, are results of process. All the mistakes that we make are results of process. And if all the mistakes that we are making are results of process, what are we going to do? What are we going to do to reduce the losses? To limit, to limit, to limit the what? The losses. We are going to limit the losses. Just make you know that I was asking and I'm not something. It activates the Are you seeing it, guys? So that is it. That is it. That is it. We want to limit our losses so that we don't make mistakes because we said all the mistakes all traders make are results of losses. And statistically, and statistically, and statistically, how are we going to limit our losses? We are going to limit our losses. We are going to limit our losses. We are going to limit our losses by reducing the risk, by reducing risk to reward ratio. I'm telling you this, it is because it is through experience. It is through when I was trading and I started learning how to think in probability. I said I have to take 20 trades in row and take those 20 trades in row without making the mistake following all my plans. But I had a risk to reward ratio of 1 to 5. 1 to 5. Every time trades I could lose 4 trades in row, 4 trades in row. Trust me. Then I mess up. Every time I lose 4 trades in row, I mess up. And I kept in that cycle, which always called boom and buster cycle. I was not making money at all. Because after messing up, I increase lot size, I do revenge trading, I do whatever stupid things that you know. And I go back to zero and I keep saying, God, God, help me, God, help me. Until when I ran statistically, when I was journaling my trades, and I knew that every time those trades are going to hit me, at least they give me 1 to 1, 1 to 1. Many trades they used to make 1 to 1. So I decreased my risk to reward ratio to 1 to 1. And magic started happening. Magic. Do you know what they call magic? Magic started happening because my winning rate was high. And because my winning rate was high, I started winning more trades and losing little trades. Now imagine you have won like 4, 5 trades in a row. Then you lose like 1. Do you think you are going to lose your mind? The answer is no. My mind stayed in what we call in the state of tranquility, peace and harmony. And I was making a lot. I started making a lot of money, taking the sets of 20 trades, and I used to finish it. And that's how I became a consistent, successful trader. But the other time I spent all that time, I was not making money, not because I didn't know what to do, but because I was using the wrong risk reward ratio. Risk reward ratio. So me, I'm going to give you all the package, and I think from where we are now, I think the risk reward ratio that we are going to be using. We are going to use 1 to 1, 1 to 1 to limit our losses. Because when we limit our losses, we are going to be trading in what we call in the state of tranquility. Tranquility means peace and harmony. We are going to be trading in the state of peace and harmony. Then with time, you can increase your strategy. But what is the reason of even increasing it to disorganize your mind? Stay with 1 to 1, you can still make money. Because for me, I'm using 1 to 1, I'm risking 1% on each trade. 1% on each trade. And I'm losing 1% on each trade. Sometimes I can also risk 1 to 2. I don't exceed 1 to 2. 1 to 1, 1 to 2. On worst case scenario, I can risk 1 to 3. So if I'm risking 1% and I'm winning 1%, every time I complete my 20 trades, remember the winning rate is going to be high. Out of 20 trades, I'm going to win, for example, 15. And if I win 15 when I'm risking 1 to 1, that means I'm going to make 15%. I'm going to make 15% here. Minus 5% that I'm going to lose, minus 5% that I have lost, I remain with 10%. I remain with 10%. And if I remain with 10%, by the time I complete those sets of trades, I'm going to always come out as a winner. I'm going to come out as a winner. Why? Because I've been profit of 10%. And I always do that in 1 month, 1 to 2 months. If you can make that 1% in 1 to 2 months, what's the problem? That means you will be making money in a consistent way when you are not stressed, because the losing rate is going to decrease by decreasing our risk reward ratio. I think you understand what we are going. So we are going to understand those things: the calculation, the lot size. We are going to start very well on risk management. Now I'm going what we are going to hit in our course. I'm trying to highlight everything that we are going to hit in our course. Then from there we are going to make what we call. We are going to make what we call. We are going on another topic. Alright, are you seeing how we are covering things? We started on history of trading, then we came on edge, then we said after getting edge to predict the direction of the market, yes, we have predicted it, but because still you have the edge, you can predict the direction of the market, but because you have poor risk management, still you will not make money. So we need also to understand risk management, like the way I'm explaining it to you. We are going to understand it very well. We are going to understand it very well. Then we'll grab it very well in future. So we're also going to do what we call, we're also going to continue, and we go on what we call, rules. We are going to make rules. Without rules, trust me, you will never become a successful trader. You need to make rules. And I had my friend, I was teaching one of my students, and I told him, go and make rules of your trading. And I was reading in his rules, and I laughed. I felt like dying. I will never forget that. He said, I can move my stop loss whenever I feel like moving it. And I said, it is one of the best rules that I've ever read in my lifetime. Because if you can move your stop loss whenever you feel like, then I told you, those are not rules. Those are your feelings. You are making your feelings. The rules must be rigid, must be stopping you from doing wrong things. Mr. Movie, yes, yesterday, but one, we have our rules with Mr. Movie Idrissa. And Mr. Movie Idrissa, I saw Musumar. I said, Mr. Movie, did you get that Musumar? And he said, no, I didn't get that Musumar because my rules were not allowing me to take that Musumar because I had already taken 2 trades. And after taking 2 trades for him, he closed his laptop. He can't raise any other trade came. Why? The reason why, because we are discussing with Mr. Teresa, even me with the experience I have, I can't lose 3 trades in a day and I stay in mental health, which is very okay. I always get disorganized. And when you get disorganized, you can mess up. And we are here to protect our brain, because without protecting your brain, you are going to mess up. And how are we going to protect our brain? We are going to protect our brain with rules. So we made our rules. We say we take on the 2 trades in row, because I said if I can win 2 in row, I'm okay. If I can win 1 and I lose 1, I'm okay. If I can lose 2 in row, I'm okay. But if they exceed 2, I'm not okay. So we made rules. We said we take only 2 trades a day, and that is it. And we are following our rules, and we are enjoying the fruits of our rules. So we are going to make rules of our age, because our age, it has a lot of rules also who are taking our age. And even if you're not using our age, you can also make rules of your age depending on your mind. Like my mind is not capable of losing 2 trades in a row. So guys, are you seeing it? Are you seeing how we are going to enjoy this trading? So we will make rules. So everything that we have talked about, it is doable. They are doable. But there is one thing that is always difficult, and very many traders stop from here where we have stopped on rules. It is where we get consistent successful traders. It is where we get losing traders. But because for you guys, you are here, we cannot fit in 10% of people who make money in the market. Because the only thing that always stop traders from making all that, it is a combination of poor age, poor risk management, and poor rules. They all hinder them not to overcome what we call self-sabotaging beliefs. Self-sabotaging beliefs. There is no way you can overcome self-sabotaging beliefs when you have poor age, you have poor risk management, and you have poor rules. But with my guidance, you have good age, you have good age, you have good risk management, you have good rules, then to overcome self-sabotaging beliefs, it is going to be easier for you. It is always difficult for many traders or very many people, but it is different because they have poor foundation from the beginning. They don't know what even trading. They think trading it is buying and selling of currency, then it is over. And yet we trade in financial market, we trade stocks, cryptocurrencies, indices, a lot of stuff. So for us, we are not forex traders, we are forex speculators. So very many people, they jump from here but we also have a formula that is going to help us overcome self-sabotaging beliefs. Because in the formula of overcoming self-sabotaging beliefs, it is where we are going to study what we call thinking in probability. Thinking in probability. That is one of the most important in the process of overcoming self-sabotaging beliefs, thinking in probability. Thinking probability is when you win without thinking that you are a winner, or when you lose without thinking that I'm a loser. And because thinking probability, we know that we have age. Age can help you, yes, age can help you to win more than you lose, but age can't stop you from losing. You can lose and lose when you have a good age. But you know, if I'm taking trades in the series of trades, I'm going to come out as a winner. I always give example of jumping out like on fifth floor. In trading, we can tell you jump out of fifth floor, you are going to survive. But in real life, if you jump out of fifth floor, you can't survive. But in trading, if you jump out from fifth floor, trust me, you'll survive because we have been surviving in that way. You place a trade, after placing a trade, you don't have a control about that trade. You can't control about the outcome of that trade. So guys, very many people, they jump away from self-sabotaging beliefs, but we are going to run on self-sabotaging beliefs because under self-sabotaging beliefs, we are going to run what we call beliefs also. You find people, they are fighting because of different religions. They are saying Jesus is the great. Then there they say, for you talk about Jesus, do you know Nabi Muhammad? Like my friend Nick Rush. Nabi Muhammad was one of the best in the world. And me, I'm saying Jesus. We have only one God, which is God. Hmm? I always tell people that there are Muslims who are going to go in heaven and there are Muslims who are going to go in hell. There are Christians who are going in heaven. There are Christians who are going to go in hell. So your heart, it is only thing that is going to help you to go in heaven, not the religion. I mean, I don't believe in any religion. I believe in God. So that's my belief. And there are very many people who can also contradict with me. Why can't you also come and believe in? Why can't you be Muslim like my friend Mubiro Idris? And John Darren is saying Christianity is the best in the whole world. So we are going to start about beliefs and we see how beliefs can shape our thinking and everything. There is a lot of things in self-sabotaging beliefs. Then there is my favorite in the process of overcoming self-sabotaging beliefs, which we always call endorphins. Endorphins, those are feel good chemicals. They can build services to us, they can build services to us. Then we can come to our conclusion in our process of overcoming self-sabotaging beliefs, which we need. It is called the power, hmm? The willpower behind the process of becoming consistent, successful trader. And be having that willpower of becoming consistent, successful trader, you don't need to be having plan B. Very many people, they are going to say no, but to become consistent, successful trader, you don't need to be having plan B. If you have in plan B, you will never become successful trader. There is that guy called Hernandez, was a Spanish explorer. When he went in Mexico, hmm? Conquer Mexico in Aztec what empire. You people, you don't study history. When he reached there on the boat, they were few men and they found thousands and thousands of men. And that Hernandez, what he said, he told his soldiers first think all the boats they used. After thinking all those boats, they didn't have plan B. They were either going to win the Aztec or they die. And it is the same thing we are going to use in this trading to become successful trader. If you have plan B, you will never become consistent successful trader. Because me, I started trading when I didn't have what we call plan B. I had the guys who I was starting with, they were doctors, they were what they gave up on trading. Because here, if you have plan B, the way how difficult is this business, trust me, you are going to go with plan B. Because even me, everyone gave up on me. Even the real my wife told me that son of Sam, the world is going to know that you tried a lot. They are going to that they are going to know that you tried, but trading is not for you. Why can't you go and get a border board and you write a border board and we get something it? But I said no, 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 I'm not like what? I'm not like that. Me, I'm not going to give up. I saying it, guys, me, I'm not going to do what? I'm not going to give up on what we call trading. I stayed on trading until I became consistent, successful trader because I didn't have what we call plan B. So in the process of overcoming self-sabotaging risks, we are not going to be having what we call plan B. If you have plan B, it is going to be hard and difficult for you to become consistent, successful trader. So we need to think that our board side, Fernandez, the formula that he used. So I'm not saying that you are going to leave your job and you start trading. No, you are going to use your job to get something. Because here there is a lot of money on trading. Yeah? Sometimes I even pinch on myself and I see if I'm dreaming, but I find myself about to breathing. I'm breathing on my dream. You can win and win and win, and you say, because I used to tell my girlfriend that you see, you have even your brothers are making a lot of money. Me, you are saying me, I'm broke now. But by the time I start making money, I'm going to have all the money that they have been saving for their lifetime. And he was used to laugh at me because I used to have a saying that we are in the darkest night waiting for the greatest dawn. And they used to laugh at me. She used to laugh at me. But one day, when we started winning, she said, I never believed it. Yes, I was believing in it, but I used to think, oh, next time I'll have to win. But now I can see it because the assets that I'm having, they can't match them. They can't match the assets I'm having. And when we are coming to conclusion, because everything that we are talking about, we are going to start them in a deep. Then we are doing what we call introduction of our course. Introduction of our course. So everything is going to be in our course in full thing. If you have any questions, small questions like two of them, please write it down. And I thank all of you who have really attended Reach Up here. But the only thing that I liked trading so much, it is because of one thing. And if you also love that one thing, it is going to drive you until you become consistent successful. I like to work on my own times and I like what we call freedom. And freedom, you can't get freedom when you don't have time. And trading, it is only thing that can give you what we call time. With time, you can conquer everything. Imagine me, I work for 2 hours in a day. I have all that time. I can enjoy whatever I can do, whatever. Because there are guys, I always tell you, there are guys who are even making money better than me. But me, I'm having freedom that they can't even match. The freedom that I'm having, it is much, it is a lot. So you guys, if you want time and your freedom, you must die on this business. And this business is doable. Trust me, this business is doable. So let us first pass through. I see my colleagues, the messages that you have been sending here because we are busy on chats. We are not seeing your messages. There are those who are saying you have not started to. I need a indeed great knowledge. I never knew trading is big like that. Yeah, trading is very big. It is very big like that. It has saved people from dying like Son of Sam. If you can see Son of Sam before I became a consistent, successful trader, Mr. Moviru, I no longer have plan B. Yes, you don't need to have plan B. Let us kill all the plan B that we are having. You don't need that plan B. I also like freedom. Yes, I like freedom. Freedom, it is everything. I used to have my friend. We used to have our saying when I used to drink alcohol. Now I stopped, but we enjoyed that time because we had our thing which was tell us we are not here for long time. We are here for good time. And you can't get that good time when you're not what? When you're not making money in a consistent way. Here trading, you can make money and you can have time. You don't need millions of dollars. If you can earn a living, trust me, if you can earn a living on trading, if you can earn a living on trading, you can enjoy the rest of your life. You don't need billions of dollars. If you want to go in a trip in Ibiza, you go in Ibiza. If you want to go in Dubai, you go in Dubai. Now, my friend, she's going in Switzerland next week. Why? Because of man of trading. Imagine she's enjoying her life free. So, I also like freedom. Yeah, that is the best. Can I start with $50? Should I just buy a prop farm? Yes, don't worry. After finishing our classes, we are going to start. $50 is little. We are going to need $200 the little to start with. But at least you are happy, guys. I even give out free prop farms in my group. There are those who can say, please teach us how to backtest. It is the beginning, everything we are going to study. That is why we are starting this course, because we are going to backtest our strategy together. You can send it, you will be sending any chat and we backtest it with using Musumar. Or if you don't know, use Musumar because I don't know your strategy aims and out. Then we can also give you the formula that is going to help you to backtest. Another one is saying, okay, I want to apply same strategy on funded next farm. It is a good idea to select on swap or free swap. No, don't worry with those swaps. Swaps, they always like holding trades overnight. And missed 90% of my trades are not always there. Hold them overnight, and they are giving discounts now, guys. They are pro farm and FTMO is giving discount. Fiverr is giving discounts. They have Black Friday. If you are buying the codes, I have them just inbox me. Thank you so much. It was a great start and impactful. Yes, trust me that everything that we are going to study here are going to help you. And you guys, you are lucky. You are lucky because we started very early. We started very, 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 very early. And that thing is going to what I can tell you, you are lucky because you're having me. Because me, I'm making money in the market. If I'm making money in the market and I give you the knowledge that I'm using to make money, why not you making also money in the market? Thank you so much. It was a great start. Yes, God bless you abundantly. Thank you very much. Great presentation. Thank you. That's great. God bless you, son of Sam. That's great. So, guys, even if you like your sister, you can't get married together. Why can't we make it time? It was a pleasure having you this afternoon.